Hey, and we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. You're watching FYNTV.com. We now have Lee Snover on the line. Lee Snover is the Republican Party, the GOP chair in Northampton County, Pennsylvania, also a volunteer coordinator for the Trump campaign there. Lee, I know your phone is ringing off the line, so off the hook. First of all, you were with in Bethlehem yesterday. You were with Ivanka Trump. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, it was awesome. It was a 24-hour planned event. We only had 24 hours to get 400 people, and we were not allowed to put it on social media. We had to get 400 people by making one-on-one contact, and we did 400 people in 24 hours. So it was amazing. And she was all over the state of Pennsylvania yesterday. She came to Bethlehem and to the Hanover Township area, and we had 400 people, and it was just so exciting. The room was electric for her. It was filled with women, packed with women. She had a great message. Her message was her dad is a doer. He's going to act on his words. So it was amazing, and it was great, and she stayed on message about jobs, about going to the polls, about we can still win Pennsylvania. So it was wonderful yesterday. We had a great day with Ivanka Trump.
Okay, I'm going to try to get to the bullet points because I know the kind of day you have ahead of you, and your phone's ringing.
Pennsylvania is it. Pennsylvania is it. If you hear anything else, they're lying to you. Everybody's here today. Clinton, Obama, Michelle, Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, everybody's here today. And that includes Donald J. Trump, because this is it, folks. Pennsylvania is it. And if they're so far ahead, why are they here? They're all here. Every Clinton, Obama, and celebrity is in Pennsylvania today. Why? They brought 9 buses to Bethlehem this weekend, all paid Hispanics from New York, $18 an hour. 6 school buses, 3 Greyhounds came to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. They blanketed all the houses with door-to-door. They're still here. We suspect they're going to try to vote on Election Day. So I'm telling you, Pennsylvania is it. My county is under siege. I mean, we're under attack by the Clinton campaign. It's completely evil, but we're staying strong. We're going to win Pennsylvania. We're going to the last minute.
Okay, do we have our sound? Because Rick says we have no sound.
Yeah, we have sound.
All right. Okay, Lee, let me ask you a question. No, my lapel is on.
Okay, go.
Let me ask you a question, Lee. What do you think? I've seen some new polling this morning. What is the polling like? Is there a morning call poll that actually shows them tied now?
Well, actually, they're trying to tell us she's way up again. It's the end propaganda. They're trying to say, oh, she's 6 and 8 points again. You can't win. They're doing the same thing again. But if that is true, why are they all here? They're all here. I mean, every celebrity, every Obama, every Clinton is here today. If they're 8 points ahead or 6 points ahead, why are they here? They're here because they don't have the numbers in Philly that they're saying they have. They're desperate to turn out Philly. They're all in Philly.
Well, Donald Trump's going to be in Scranton. Are you going to that, or are you busy working on other things?
I'm working my headquarters because I got to do the nuts and bolts. I got to produce in my county tomorrow. But I have a ton of supporters going. I got family members going. But I need to be at my local headquarters, making sure I've got my volunteers lined up. All my material is out. Everybody's ready for Election Day. And I need to be there fielding those calls. But our people are amped. They're amped. We're going to turn out. And but it's a battleground state. I mean, a battleground. I mean, we're under attack with those buses being here. The Clinton campaign is paying them $18 an hour. They're absolutely everywhere. So we're definitely under attack in this area.
Okay, but let me ask you another question. When you say, give me the difference. You have worked campaigns for years there in Pennsylvania. I just got off the phone with Jerry. Jerry he told me to quit asking him the difference in the energy now at the Trump rally in Hershey of John McCain and Mitt Romney, because he said there wasn't even any comparison to try to come up with the energy. The energy in this election, the people that are coming out and helping you volunteer versus before, what is the difference that we should be aware of out here of the difference in Pennsylvania's energy this time versus McCain and Romney?
Okay, it's definitely different, and I'll tell you what, it's different in sacrifice. I remember McCain, I remember Romney. People put up a few signs, people worked the polls, people went to the rally, but this is different. People are all out sacrificing. I know people, every vehicle's decorated, every truck is decorated. They're painting their houses, they're painting the roof of their businesses if they're visible with Trump stuff. They're making homemade Trump signs. There's homemade Trump signs everywhere. I mean, it's unbelievable the sacrifice they're making, the door-to-door they're doing. I mean, it's amazing the time they're putting in. It's not boilerplate. It's different. Now, will that produce at the polls? I don't know. It's been so confusing with what's going on here. But there's got to be something, or they all wouldn't be here today. You know, I just know there's got to be something to it. I mean, they keep saying, you know, we can't win in PA, we can't win in PA, but why are all the Democrats here? And why is Donald Trump still here today? I mean, I'm hopeful we're going to win.
All right. Yeah, but let me ask you direct. You know, the media wants to say they call Pennsylvania Republican fool's gold, which I despise. I hate to use a word so strongly, but I despise Joe Scarborough. And Joe Scarborough, you know, Pennsylvania is fool's gold, and you know, it's just, you know, they're hanging on to something that never happens, it never comes through, and it didn't come through for them. Pennsylvania known as fool's gold. What do you think? I mean, are we going to get let down again tomorrow night, or you just got a different feeling? I know I've pushed that twice from two different ways, but they're trying to paint.
Well, here's the problem. They have, you know, they make you so pessimistic because we've come so close and then have not won. But again, I'm trying to clear my mind of that, because why would they be working so hard here? I mean, you know, like there's a Morning Call article yesterday saying she's 6 points ahead. Now there's another point saying in PA she's 8 points ahead. Well, when Romney came the night before election night to Bucks County, Pennsylvania, there was I think there was like 30 or 40,000 people there, but he didn't do rally after rally after rally like Trump. He only did this one rally, and that's because I think they said Romney was in 4 points or something, so he came here and then he lost. So I can't put my arms around it. There's so much more energy and so many more workers and so much more going on, and they're saying we're 6 or 8 points away. So if we're 6 or 8 points away, why is every Democrat here today and Biden was here yesterday? So, you know, I don't believe it. I think there's something else going on in Pennsylvania. I really do. Now, I can't put my finger on it, and I can't figure it out, and I don't know if it's strong enough to win, but there's something going on here.
Okay.
And it's different. It's definitely different. Will it resonate at the polls? I sure hope so, but it's different. It's different than McCain and Romney.
I think there's the unknown, and I really do, and I believe it's bigger than people realize, the unknown. And I think the unknown is us. They don't know us. They just have not figured us out. And I think there is the unknown. Your brother seems to think that there's going to be very hard Democrats. I just got off the phone with Jerry.
There's going to be Democrats. There will be Democrats. Absolutely, there will be Democrats.
That vote for
they're going to come out for Trump.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what Jerry said. You have no internal pollings, or you're not hearing anything internally?
All they keep saying is 3 to 4 points, and we can overcome that. But listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I have the most poll workers I've ever had. I have over 300 just at the polls, and that doesn't count my door-to-door plan, which we're doing doors on Election Day. It's called Knock and Drag. We're literally going to 1,500 Republican doors and saying, have you voted? If you haven't, get in my car. I mean, we have this thing called Knock and Drag on Election Day.
Knock and drag.
Knock and Drag. 1,500 doors we're going to hit, and phones, besides Election Day polls. And the Trump campaign is watching 6 of my polls very closely for turnout. I have 6 polls that they need to know. They're going to be on the phone all day telling me what does the line look like, how many have voted. And some are high Republican polls, but some are the highest Democrat polls because they want to know how the Democrats are turning out as well. So it's there's a lot going on in my county. It's like I said, we're a Democrat county, and they're going to be watching us closely. We're definitely a bellwether.
Well, I have a question, and I know if you got to go, just say I got to go and go. But I have a question. I know you're so tied up there in Pennsylvania, and I appreciate it. Knock and drag, get them out, make them vote. Now, when are you meet? Are you meeting tonight at the at headquarters to give out all of the poll paperwork for handouts? Is that meeting tonight at the polls?
Actually, we did a lot of that on Saturday and Sunday already. We had volunteers come in and get all their material. What we're doing tonight is filling any empty spots, double checking everybody got their stuff, making sure they know the plan for Tuesday. So we really did a lot of that on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we went nonstop. We went from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. getting everything out. So we pretty much have a plan in place. Now we need to execute.
All right, let me recap. Okay, let me recap for our listeners. You have over 300 poll workers there in Pennsylvania in your district.
Inside and outside, because we already have fraud reported here.
You have fraud reported?
Yep, we have fraud reported in the city of Bethlehem, which is a high fraud area. We had a gentleman call our Republican headquarters. He got voter cards in the mail, the voter cards they send you when you get registered. He got them in the mail for people who do not live at his house. He lives there alone, and he received all these voter cards with strangers' names and his address on it. So they suspect people are using other people's addresses in Bethlehem, registered people to those addresses, and going to try to vote on Tuesday. We did report it to the legal hotline and to our election office, but we already have people saying people use my address to register voters. Now we're worried that the buses that came down from New York are going to be the people that actually vote under those false registrations. So we're monitoring this as close as we can.
So the Clinton campaign brought in busload after busload into the Lehigh Valley of Hispanics to go door to door.
9 buses filled. They're all being paid $15 to $18 an hour. We actually had someone go over, confront them, and get the information. So yeah, and they're still here, and we suspect they're going to be working election day, and they're going to be voting, if they can, by fraud. And we're trying to stop that now. We're trying to investigate it. We're trying to get more information on that. And you have polls that the Trump campaign in the Lehigh Valley are keeping up with. You have some of the hottest polls that they want data Absolutely. On throughout the day. I have 6 in my county that are like total watched by the Trump campaign all day from when they open. They want to know how many's turned out, how many in line. So we're going to be reporting that back to them early on with what's going on. Okay, well, now I know you're busy in Pennsylvania, so and you're tied up there. 300 poll workers, that's awesome. What now? It's more than the Democrats, because what we do in our county is we have to get a certificate for each individual that's working the polls. Oh, really? So you have... And that allows them to go inside. It allows them to monitor fraud. Are you there? Yeah, I'm listening. Okay, so anyway, I had to submit those, and they told me I submitted a lot more than the Democrats. We're way ahead of the Democrats. Actually, they told me I submitted the most that's ever been submitted to the county. So I submitted like over 299 besides people working the polls that are not going to need a certificate. They're just doing outdoor. You mean jury certified? He's certified. That's go inside any poll in the county. All right. He's better outside. He's a better greeter. Jerry's a greeter. I can't. Well, trust me, my viewers know Jerry, and you're telling me he's a greeter. Okay. Now I know you're busy there. What's the feeling in the campaign of some talk around while you're working to get all your election stuff ready for Michigan? Do you hear anything while you guys are busy, or are you just too busy to pay attention to it? Right. I think all of our people are really just focused on Pennsylvania. We're a little nervous because we know we have the reputation of getting close and not finishing. So we're all nervous. Everyone in PA is very, like all of our workers, all of our, Trumpers, They know the rhetoric. They know the naysayers, and it's got them, they're a little nervous. Everybody's on edge. I mean, we're on edge. People are, a little arguing, calming down the volunteers. Everybody's on edge because they want to deliver Pennsylvania so bad. I had somebody ring my doorbell at 7 a.m. this morning, wanting to get election stuff. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. So people are on edge. They want to deliver Pennsylvania. They want to finish strong.
Okay, Ivanka Trump was there last night, 400 people. You were with her. I've seen the pictures. I've seen the pictures of Ivanka. You were with her there in Bethlehem. How do you think that is working with the women vote that Trump needs? How do you think Ivanka in Pennsylvania, you said she was all over Pennsylvania, how do you think that's going to work and play at the polls?
Oh, they absolutely adore her. She is very delightful. She's very positive, and she's encouraging, and women really like her. I almost wonder if it's too little too late. They should have had her here a lot more early on. People really like her. They respect her opinion. They really believe she cares, and she brings the right message because she's, that people were saying she's beautiful on the inside and on the outside. She had a really nice spirit, a calm spirit, an encouraging spirit, and the women were just delighted by her.
Trump's going to be in Scranton tonight. What do you think of his Pennsylvania game plan, Western Pennsylvania, Center Pennsylvania with Hershey, and now Scranton versus?
Well, he was in Moon Township, Pittsburgh last night, and I heard it was rocking, and people stayed late.
Yes.
I mean, it was after 10 p.m. and they were still there. And he went to Virginia at midnight, and they were still there.
2 mile lines.
So,
lines for 2 miles long.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just praying that our Trumpers come out and that they stay in the line. There's going to be huge lines in Pennsylvania because we don't have early voting. We vote on election day.
What's your fear? What's your fear tomorrow?
I don't want my Trumpers to leave the line, and I've trained my poll workers to go up and down the line, telling Trumpers, stay in line, stay in line, stay in line.
Is that the fear people will just leave?
Yeah, because it's going to be massive. When Obama won the first time, it was massive. The lines were like all the way around buildings. They were hours long, and the Obama people didn't leave the line. So we're begging Trumpers, stay in line in Pennsylvania. We don't have early voting. It's jammed. I mean, it takes hours to vote sometimes here in the bigger polls.
Oh, so you're going to go through, identify them, and if you see them leaving, you're going to, no, you're not leaving?
Yeah, don't leave. Like we're telling our greeters, tell Trumpers, don't leave the polls, don't leave the polls, don't leave the polls. Stay and vote.
Now, one more time for me, because I really enjoyed it. What is your program about going to their door to get them out to vote?
It's called Knock and Drag. It's 1,500 targeted Republicans. We're literally going out in vehicles, having a driver. We go to their door. If they haven't voted, we say to them, will you get in the car? We'll take you right now. It's called Knock and Drag. We're going to try. The Democrats do it all the time in the cities. We're going to try to do this on Election Day. We have 15 teams going out. We're going to hit 100 doors each. It's 1,500 doors, and try to get to the top Republicans that we want to make sure they turn out.
Well, listen, I know come Wednesday, if Pennsylvania turns out, it's a big state. There's a lot of people involved, but I do know you've worked very hard there in an area just about 60 miles north of Philadelphia, and one of the hottest contested areas that has to come in. And we know they're bringing everybody. You said they're bringing everybody to Philadelphia tonight. Going to have
and they're paid. And you know what? You know what the difference is with the Republicans? None of us are paid. We're all full volunteer. This is all coming from sacrifice. People are sacrificing their time, their energy, their money. We're all sacrificing. The Democrats are paid. The Clinton Foundation money is bankroll in this election. All those buses they brought in from New York, all of them. I'm talking 9 buses of paid workers. You know how much money that is? We have to offset that with people that are volunteering that, you know what I mean, have to go to their real jobs, have a business to run. You know what I'm saying? The Republican Party doesn't do that. And maybe that's something we think about. Instead of doing an autopsy on what groups we should go after and who we should run, we should do an autopsy on beating them at their ground game. you know, because that's what they're doing. Now, I don't know, you know, will my volunteers who only have a limited amount of time overcome 9 buses of paid workers? That's what we're dealing with.
Okay, the Comey letter yesterday, feeling any effect, any of your volunteers concerned, or is it just something we knew? I personally, we knew they were corrupt before the letter came out. So, I mean...
Yeah, Comey's a phony and nobody cares. Comey's a phony, nobody cares.
Okay.
I mean, we all know they didn't read 650,000 emails in 8 days. So we know it's another phony thing. You had to bring it in at the end, you know what I mean, for her, bring it back. It's just all corruption. Our entire government is gone. We have corruption at every level. There isn't anyone you can trust there anymore. I mean, it's us against them. You got to choose country over corruption.
All right, well, you got 300 volunteers. You better get riled up and out there, and we're looking for you and your volunteers to bring in Northampton. So we can't be there physically, but we're in spirit supporting you all the way. And I told you all along, Georgia was not in play, and it's not in play. So
okay.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. Tomorrow, if Georgia comes in really high, then you will know all along. You will know all along it was never in play, and that should be a sign for the rest of the country.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay,
listen.
here's what I need from Georgia.
Huh?
Here's what I need you guys to do then.
Okay.
I need you guys to be praying for Pennsylvania. I'm not kidding, because we are under attack. I'm not kidding. We're under attack here. We've had a lot of things happen here. I don't know what's going to happen on Election Day. We're under attack. So I need you guys to be praying for our people. I got people going into South Bethlehem polls, Philadelphia polls, and it's really not even safe here anymore.
Let me tell you what Leah's saying. Let me tell you what Leah's saying, and let me explain this to you. Is she's asking for your prayers because tomorrow they will have poll workers in some very interesting areas. You think of the inner cities, but you're talking about Lower Bethlehem. You're talking about some of these areas that are tough areas that Democrats may go into and cause problems, and she doesn't want her poll workers to be, have any kind of trouble. Am I hitting that right, Lee?
Yeah, and they're already intimidated, and they're already worried because there's been threats already in the area, Philly, all over. They're talking about terrorism here in PA and Philly. So my people are getting afraid. We need your prayers, and that we can be strong, and that we can win, and we can finish strong. So really, we need it. People are getting nervous here.
Okay, look, we're going to let you go because I've got some other things to do before 10, and maybe we can get you on Wednesday morning for the celebration. We're drinking muscadine wine here on the show Wednesday morning.
All right, we're having a huge celebration Tuesday night. We got 80-inch screen TV, so
and I'm taking
help for Trump.
And Trump. If Trump wins, I'm taking Thursday off. That's the bottom line. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye. Take it easy. Goodbye.
Okay, before we get our next guest in here, we're going to take a brief break. That was Lee Snover in Pennsylvania. Great information. We will try to bring that around, explain it. She is in a hurry. She's busy. 300 volunteers. We'll take a brief break, and I have another guest in here, and we're just going to roundtable some of the things we've heard this morning and some of the things we expect. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Take us to break, Cole.
This is the big one, the 20% off MSRP model year-end clearance at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, with huge savings over $3,600 off the redesigned Malibu. Now just $20,400. Save over $8,600 off Silverado Crew Cab LT. Now just $33,500. 20% off new Chevys. Right here, right now, at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or takeaway.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey in Elgin.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza in the entire universe, but they won't tell you that. I've been marooned on this planet for a while now. You are an impressive race. Your children know excellent hiding places. Your oceans aren't filled with lava. And you figured out how to combine a grilled cheese sandwich with a Pizza Hut pizza. Surely interstellar travel will soon follow. And then I can finally get back home. Round. Round like home. The grilled cheese stuffed crust pizza. Proof that no one out-pizzas the Hut.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.